All right, so going to be going through a trade recap today. I don't even know what to consider this. This is just really unfortunate for the most part. So, starting on the hourly, we had a ton of draws of liquidity both directions. There really wasn't a bias necessarily right when the market opened. We didn't really have any bias, but we did have relative equal highs and lows on both indexes to both sides, and we were just in between the two. So, we had relative equal highs to the upside here. We had these Asia session highs along with London session highs being literally like one tick half. I think it might have been half a tick actually, or maybe it was a full tick. Whatever, about a full tick below, one half a tick to a tick basically between these two. So I don't know how we didn't end up taking those out, but that's what ended up happening. So we had these relative equal highs. Was pretty much looking for us to take out one set of them and then move down, or take down the set of them below and then move up. Obviously, we see these aren't nearly as close together. But we did get a really strong reaction out of the low. So we had London session low here. We had Asia session low pretty much right below it. And I thought we were going to take one of these out and then see a reaction out of it. So I really wasn't coming into the market around here like, oh, I want to see longs, I want to see shorts. I was really looking for one of those sets to get, or sets or a draw to get taken out to then see a reaction out of, which we ended up taking out the lows and saw pretty much right away instant reaction. So this, I know technically this isn't the high. The high is up here, but I was waiting to see displacement above this high here. We didn't really have a fair value gap anywhere unless it was way up here. So once we had that strong of a displacement candle to the upside was when I wanted to go long to target these highs up here. Again, this isn't like the highest RR. It's like 60 points or whatever, but 60 points. And then I was going to put it right below this width, or pretty much at the in between here. So this was what I was going for today. The problem was on Top Step, I entered on the wrong account. So I was entering on one of these, this I guess combine first, and I went to go enter, and it's literally set up the same way. What happened? We can see this is ES, this was NQ. So I enter the trade. I realize like I can't see my stop loss or take profit like right away, so I stayed in it for a minute. I was like, maybe it's taking a minute to load in, like I'm not too sure. Come to find out, I entered on the wrong index. I'm entered on ES instead of NQ. Honestly, I pretty much right away closed the trade because I'm like, I don't want any bullshit to happen to where I lose the trade or something bad happens. So I just closed it right away. Was really unfortunate because I read the market really, really well today. We had pretty good price action to the upside here. I mean, we didn't really have much retrace after that. But that was pretty much the only trade. You either took partials here, you took full here. I don't know what happened, but this was a really good trade. It was good setup, good draw, good movement, displacement towards it, and I just didn't get it executed because I entered on the wrong index. So it's honestly pretty comical, but I sent in the Discord that I thought that these relative equals, just because these were stacked on each other so much tighter. We also had, I mean, we didn't really have too much low resistance liquidity up here because this already all got taken out pretty much, so it was kind of hard to. But then if you look on the 5-minute, we did also have a ton of stacked highs that were probably going to take it out. We had these highs here. They were already taken out, though. So really it was these highs, London session highs. I mean, it was just so many 5-minute highs that we were probably going to take out, and that is exactly what ended up happening. It was pretty self-explanatory today. Just had to have that entry. I had that entry, I guess you could consider, but it was just not done on the account. I guess I don't know, it was on the wrong index. So I preach a lot. Sometimes it's best to learn the hard way. Today I learned the hard way. Good positive thing I took out of it. I read the market pretty much perfectly today. Would have been a good trade. Instead I made $60 on an eval account. So it's pretty unfortunate, but it is what it is. I'm not going to be too butthurt. I closed out Top Step pretty much right away because the last thing you really want to do is continue to trade after something like that happens. Last thing I want to do is have some sort of a FOMO entry or just like force myself into a trade just because I missed out. And this was a really dicey, I would have to say, entry. Like you had to basically enter on either this candle or this candle closure, or like one more higher, because if you waited till the IFVG, that is just like not a good enough risk to reward. And also the other problem is there's no real draws higher, like immediate draws higher that you could target, like not form it, make it like a break even point, but yeah, like the next closest draw is either you trade up to fill this imbalance in, or you target these previous highs from Friday. So, and either way, that's just like way too out there. So what I would think would, I mean, yeah, waiting for that IFVG to form was a little too late, in my opinion. You could have just moved stops to break even. Really, I mean, you really would have just gotten stopped out at that point because, again, like I said, there's no real other target to look for above that. So, but I mean, if you got that entry, that's great. I mean, you could say I got the entry, but it was on the wrong index. So it's just kind of a funny mistake. But it was a good thing. Read the market right. We had good price action. Great start to December. I hope we get a couple more days of this because I know December price action can be very suspect with all the new, not a lot of news, but just a lot of holidays towards the end of the week or end of the month. We have Christmas Eve, Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. It's a lot, but this week we do have a ton of news this week, so it is good. Hopefully that is going to be moving the market and continuing to get us setups like this. So today was a good setup, just a mental mistake. So it was just, again, I don't even know really what to say to this. So that's it for today.